To the folks who are meatless Mondays, vegans, vegetarians, or people like me who just doesn't care because I like to do what I want. Coming up next, we're going to take a look at that beautiful bowl I made the other day, that Thai red curry noodle soup with vegetables. We got glass noodles. We're going to come up with some options that put you in charge of making this your own. So the recipe's at kcknh.com. Find me on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, and be sure to like, subscribe, and share. So folks, with red curry paste, you are going to be responsible for the amount of that paste that gets added. I cannot advise you how much because of the way it behaves. For those that say, I can have a little heat, a red curry is not for the faint of heart, so consider gradually adding small morsels of that paste into your bowl. And for those that are just flat out capsaicin sensitive, red curry paste is not for you. And curry paste made whether fresh or with dried chili ingredients, it's going to develop and grow right there in your bowl. So if you decide to try it, you must be careful, so exercise caution. So in putting you in charge, I am going to provide a list of ingredients common to adding to this bowl. But we have to look at also the ingredients that are going to be your replacements. So the mushroom, the chickpeas, the tofu. And we can't deny that working with a Thai soup, we have ingredients that are must-haves. So we'll certainly provide that on the website for you. Now your mise en place, your cuts need to be as clean as possible. So we're going to do this from a stir-fry to soup standpoint because I'm trying to put a dinner on the table as fast as I can. So with the cabbage, we're going to treat it kind of like a cold slaw cut. Nice small strips. It makes for easier eating. Now for things like a red bell pepper, we're going to remove the white pith because it's wicked gnarly. Ugh. And with the bell peppers, we're going to do small strips here. Onions are a little more giving. We want to be careful with the cuts on this, but we're doing a 2-cook. So we're doing stir fry into a soup, so we're good. Zucchini is more beautiful on a bias cut. This here, with the knife being at an angle, is a bias cut, but do what's comfortable for you. Now, because we're working with a Thai dish, this calls for a galangal. It's Thai ginger, but if you can't find it, just use regular ginger. And we're pureeing the garlic and the ginger ahead of time. It just makes life so much easier. Garnishes are a big thing here. I like to do a variety of different cuts with my scallions. That's just my personal preference. It's certainly up to you on how you want to do this. Chickpeas are a beautiful source of protein and a good bulking ingredient. Just make sure you drain them. You can save that aquafaba for other baking projects. Now for the glass noodles, I actually have some lemongrass at the bottom of this so I can kiss those noodles with a beautiful flavor. Now, I said it's a 2-cook process. I like to pull out my wok. It's very small, to be very truthful with you, very small and shallow. But I find it's the easiest way to do a large amount of vegetables all at once. And it didn't take me more than maybe 4 or 5 minutes to get everything up to al dente. To be very truthful, I love making my Asian-based soups this way. And I'm gradually adding those vegetables to the wok pan. And I don't want to overcook this at all, because the last thing I want is my soup to become porridge-like. No, that's not what we're going for. So I'm putting a hefty dollop of my ginger and garlic. As I mentioned before, don't feel bad if you can't find galangal. Just use regular ginger if you can. Or just use a little bit of ginger powder. Just be careful of powder, because that can be pretty intense too. So we're just tossing this around. I want to make sure the heat kisses this as best as possible. So after about 4 to 5 minutes, we're going to transfer this to about a medium-sized stock pot, and then add your vegetable stock, coconut milk, and red curry paste, and set the burner on medium heat. We don't want to boil this over. For the next 5 minutes, we're going to bring everything up to temperature, but we don't want to do a mad boil. Eventually, we're going to put more vegetables in this, as well as our protein replacements, so the chickpeas, the tofu, or even more mushrooms if you want. Now, we do want to remove the lemongrass from the pot carefully. Another 5 minutes, reduce the heat to simmer. Go ahead and add your chickpeas, mushrooms, tofu, whatever you prefer, because these are added at the very end and they don't require long cooking times. Don't forget your garnishes, folks. Oh my God, this is what makes this bowl sing. If you're like me and you like more chili, put some more chili in. I got a beautiful close-up here on how this looked. It makes your home beautiful. You smell it for hours. And this is my bowl with extra curry paste and all the trimmings available. I certainly hope you'll try this dish. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm more than happy to help. And thanks so much for watching. Have a good one, guys.